Okay, so before I decided to make this video, or just as I decided to make this video, I was like, you know what, this should be a part 2 of my first Black Panther video. I think it was called To What End Black Panther. I'll put the link in the bottom. Man. So, again, I'm seeing the same hype as we saw in the first one. It's understandable now. You know, some more emotions involved because you see the first trailer that came out for this movie, Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, and that was the point. It was like Far From Home Spider-Man, you know, with everything that happened with Iron Man. So you get that part of it, plus it's a Black Panther movie, so you know we got a certain demographic going even harder now with the how do I describe this? If you've seen that video, you know what I'm talking about, where I'm going. You know, you got to check that out because I don't feel like going into all this because there's some new elements to this one that I want to discuss. So we'll start with checking out this new trailer, and then I'll get into it.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Hustle paid the price. All my life, been grinding all my life.
They came from the water. They had superhuman strength.
He's coming for the surface world.
That can't be good.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. One slice, roll the dice. All my life, been grinding all my life.
Now is our time to strike.
Show them who we are.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Rated PG-13. Only in theaters November 11th. Get tickets now.
Straight up and down, I hope that's Shuri in that costume. I'll say this for the trailer. The music's pretty ace. That was cool. That will bring you in. Oh man, where do I start with this though? Where do I start? Yo, okay. The only thing winning me over is Shuri and Angela Bassett's character, the mother. Because she could do no wrong, straight up and down. We all know she was supposed to be Storm way back in the day. I mean, I was in elementary school when they were talking about that. So it all came full circle. So that made me happy when the first movie came around to see her in it. Better yet to play his mother, you know? So legend, straight up. Shuri, fell in love with that character when I saw the first movie. But this, man. And I've spoken about this before on another podcast. But, where do I go? Yo, straight up, respect my opinion here, yo, because it ain't gonna fall in line with plenty of their opinions, you know, because there's a certain demographic I'm not part of, certain agenda I'm not part of. Yo, I go into this because of straight up nostalgia and what's cool and what isn't. I don't have these, no, you know, I get it, but no, because that energy. Damn, I said this before in the last video, but I'll say a little bit of it. That energy was they went way too far for something that wasn't all the way black, basically. All respect to Stan Lee, son. All respect for Marvel for doing this, because it's refreshing to get a story of African origin and create a fictional hero out of that. Can't get mad at that at all. And is a legendary fucking character, yo. But where I'm going is yo, this type of energy needs to go into something like what Michael B. Jordan's working on with Static Shock. I hope he's still doing that, straight up. I hope he still has that in the works. But something like that, that's straight up all black, That's that type of energy I want to see towards this, not towards something like Black Panther. Not taken away from the legend that this character is, because here we go. What prompted me to even make this video was a question, because a friend of mine asked me if I plan on watching it. You know, I said I will in my Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania live reaction. I said I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna go to the cinema and watch this. I'm not, straight up and down, this does not move the needle. And the one reason why, this was my response to why I didn't want to see it, is because there is no T'Challa. This is not Black Panther, yo. This is not it. Like, straight up, it does not. This is like asking me to see a Batman movie when, like, it's Nightwing. Then give me a freaking Nightwing movie. Don't tell me don't put Batman and some subtitle and then have Nightwing run the whole movie and it's all about Batman's death and stuff. It's like Gotham Knights, you know? We know that going into that game, right? So we know it doesn't say Batman Gotham Knights. We know what happened, so that's why it's called Gotham Knights. You do that, then I get it. Then, okay, I'm all in. But do not call it Black Panther. Don't make this Black Panther 2, and it ain't him. Him. Okay? Alright. So, with Shuri now as Black Panther, evidently, I am not mad at that, but only in the cinematic sense. Because my idea, or what I would have liked Marvel to do, is, okay, let's give Shuri her own shine, yo. Give her her own series on Disney Plus. Hey, maybe even make her a Young Avenger, since that's the direction you're going. And double up your money, Marvel / Disney. Double up that money. Recast T'Challa, because that's who we want. That's who Black Panther is. Recast him. Let the legend continue, and give us some Shuri, yo. Give us some Shuri. Give her own freaking adventures. 2 for son. I would love that. But no, you're gonna usurp him, kill him off because the actor. And this was my response to my friend that asked me. I was like, yeah, I get, because when I told him I wasn't, he was like, but yo, this is a love letter to Chadwick Boseman. I get that. That's fine. That's fine. But why? Yeah, that's no excuse for killing off a character. No, I haven't seen that before. I don't want that. I'm not gonna speak for everyone. I don't want that. I've been waiting since elementary school for a Black Panther movie. Okay. Being a side character in Civil War and having one movie is not enough. I didn't wait that long for this. Okay? Don't give me everyone else. Then the #1 character that we all wanted, son, because like, this ain't about skin color. Like, this dude is ultimate. Dude has his own freaking city, his own people, his own kingdom, yo. We want to see some of that, and he's a good guy with all this power, yo. And the shit he goes through in the comics, the shit he goes through in all these even cosmic adventures, yeah, I want to see that. I want to see him in more solo movies, yo. I'm sorry, rest in peace to the legend Chadwick Boseman, yo, straight up. But I would think he would want this to live on, you know. I would think he would want what he started to keep going. We didn't, that ain't enough. I ain't gonna keep going back to the first movie to get some entertainment from that character. I'm not gonna keep going back to the cartoon for that when you can still keep going. Now, here's my hopes for this, because I heard this rumor. Oh my god, I hope it's true. It might not be, because it doesn't seem like that. I'll have to see it to find out, I guess, but I ain't paying for it. I'm gonna pay for it, but I ain't going to the cinema. But the rumor is that this movie takes place during the blip, the snapture, right? So when he disappears, they assume he's dead or, out of existence, because he's basically dead at that point. So that's where this movie takes place. So then there's your love letter, right? He's gone. They don't know what to do without him, blah, blah, blah. And there you go. And that towards the end of the movie, that you know, that's when he comes back. You do a little flashback, or you know, if it takes place during that time, he shows up in the end after they defeat Thanos in Endgame, and he's like, "Hey, I'm alive," and here we go, right? But just a different actor. You can CGI it if you want to, but whatever, man. It's T'Challa. The movie's about T'Challa. It's about Black Panther. It's not about the actor. So let's keep that let's keep that ball rolling. You know, that's why this doesn't move the needle. And even let's say that is the case. Let's say that theory is true. A whole movie without him. Keep in mind, these are my opinions. Don't get mad. You could want this all you want. You could only want Shuri to take over. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just talking about me. Okay? But I can't feel that going into this. I can't feel that. It's like giving me a Miles Morales movie for Spider-Man. I'm like, I'm not watching a Spider-Man movie if it's not Peter Parker. I'm not doing it. You're not giving me a Batman movie saying it's Dick Grayson under the suit. I'm not watching it. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, there are exceptions to that because you have the Green Lanterns, right? You have a lot to choose from, so it doesn't have to be Hal Jordan all the way through. There's so many, you know, but if there's that one, you know, that's what it's got to be. If he's got a sidekick, yo, give the sidekick some shine, but don't give that sidekick the whole movie. Or the predecessor the whole movie. If you're gonna give the predecessor the movie, yo, give some. Yo, we need everybody else got like 3-4 sequels. He's got only one movie, and this sequel's not him in it. That does not drive with me, yo. This does not make me want to go see the film in the cinema. It doesn't. You know. And we already see what direction they're going. Yo, and the part that's the part that makes me not even want to bother watching this, but I'm gonna have to. Angela Bassett's in it. Come on, you know. And sure, he said I have to watch it, but I'm not going. But still, okay. The part that's pulling me away more than anything, as an element in this film, is the whole Riri character. It's Ironheart. That's what's got me saying I don't. Yo, and knowing certain things about, because this was a whole agenda. Her character is basically a whole agenda, tokenism thing. I was there for Comic-Con when they even announced they were going this direction. Okay, I wasn't down for it. I was like, yeah, that's nice, but no, why not just create new characters? Why not be original? Give us something new and diverse that's original, you know, and still cross over with the legends. Simple. You know, you have to take away the mantle from someone else because I can't. Yo, this can't. That just doesn't compute for me. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Right, and this one in particular, like she's like, there is nothing compelling about her. There's nothing compelling about her, yo. Straight up. I'm sorry, I can't see her. So, okay, and how does this tie into Iron Man now? They better have a damn good explanation for that. How does this... No, she was inspired or something? Did she get a grant from him like Peter did? Is that what made her do this? Yo, this is... That's pulling me away, yo. This is why people... Okay. Okay. And the worst part is, this girl is... It's based off of a porn. It's based off of a porn parody, yo. Ironheart. It was based off of a Japanese parody of Iron Man. Now, and you gotta wonder, you know how sick Disney can be, and you know how they are with black characters, right? Because they couldn't even cast Little Mermaid and have her parents be all black, or have the prince be black or anything like. They can't have anything 100% outright. They can't have everything as a whole. I hope you see that. Note, keep that in mind. They either kill the parents, one parent, have some weird trauma that we always have to relate with, like that's every black person or something, right? That's what they do. I mean, they do that with other characters since the beginning, but I have never seen them go clean with a black character yet. 100% black. black father, black mother, all the way through, black love interest, all the way through. They never do that, right? There's always some tragedy or some civil rights thing thrown in there. Like, nobody can have a normal life and have some other issues that more people can relate to other than this trauma-based programs or programming. They can't do it, right? And I feel like, and with Disney, I'm like, okay, you're gonna name this character after you can't. Okay, so let's say their excuses for that. Well, their excuses are that they didn't want to do Iron Woman because they said that sounded like too much. They didn't want to do Iron Girl. They didn't want to do Iron Maiden because they might deal with lawsuits from the band. Okay, that means you're looking into these names, right? Someone made this point. So if you say, oh, Ironheart, that sounds good. It's a girl character. You know, she'll bring a little more heart to the character. We could say that, right? You mean to say you didn't type that in real quick and see if you have any troubles with that? Because remember, I'm letting you know now, the parody came out before she was even a thought. So I'm like, is that Disney doing their little subliminal shit that they love to do? Is that their due to the black character that they gave us that's taking over our traditional characters, man? This is a shame, man. There's so much wrong. I wish we could have a clean movie, especially if it's a black or Afrocentric character, or Afrocentric story. It can never be clean. It can never be outside of the realm of trauma or, some segregation or slavery or something like that. It can never be something else. It can't be, oh, she's maybe a victim of something other than race, other than prejudice. She can't be suffering from some sort of condition or some antisocial type of deal, like an autism thing or something like that. Something, because you don't have to do the whole Peter Parker thing, being a nerd and stuff. You don't have to do all that because it's and these days nerds are in. So maybe you could skip that part, but do something else. Do something original. Do something else that maybe everybody as a whole can relate to. Because all this smells of agenda. That's what this does. And I'm like, if you make the conscious choice of not recasting a powerful character like Black Panther, the one we've all, and I'm not saying just we as an all, everyone wants Black Panther. Everyone holds him to a high standard. Just because the actor dies, you take him away. You kill him off in the movie. I really hope that's not the case, I really hope this is during the Snapchat, straight up. But if that is, you're not thinking at all. You're not thinking. So, and another thing I want to address is this movie will make bank, okay? This movie will make bank, but it won't be, my opinion, keep in mind, I don't think it will be, because it's a superb movie. I'll give you the action, because that looked cool, okay? But as a story and as a movie as a whole, people are going to love this. They're going to come out the cinema, and I can bet you, everyone that comes out the cinema, I want you to keep in mind, okay? It's a chance to prove me wrong, and I ain't mad at being wrong, okay? But the first things people will say once they come out of the cinema is how emotional it was. It's how they paid respects to T'Challa or Chadwick. They did it. Trauma-based, keep in mind, I'm telling you, trauma-based. That's what you hear more than anything else. Then you'll probably hear how good the characters were. But that won't be first. Okay, and that's not what I'm looking for. When I go to the cinema, I want to know the movie's good, but I want to see T'Challa as a protagonist, as the main character. So when you start talking about the other characters and how good they and the other actors and how good they performed and how they killed it and how close it was to the comic, stuff like that, that's valid. So when people come out of the theaters and say these things, I ain't mad at that. But when they start talking about emotions and stuff, I'm not down with it. Okay, but when you do that, if this was about T'Challa as it should have been, and you start going through there, and going through those motions of how good they did and things of that nature, I'm down with that as long as T'Challa is included, because it's about him. How did that new actor do as T'Challa? Did he kill it? Is he good or better than Chadwick? That's what I want to hear. That's what I wanted from this when I knew Black Panther 2 was in the works. You know, because it hit me hard when I saw that it wasn't going to be him. It hit me hard. I was like, damn, man. The only thing that pulled me, that said, okay, you got to at least watch it, is Angela Bassett. Because in that first trailer, the way she was, just by her words, there was power in her voice. Like, her character just took over the whole trailer for me. The first trailer to Black Panther 2. You know, and I want to see more action from Shuri. So, there's no hate towards any other character other than Riri, but there's no hate towards any other character here. I'm down with it, yo. But it's not the same. These things are nostalgia bait. We got to keep that in mind. Let's be realistic about it. That's what these movies are, and you're going to take that away and just do this, yo? If you're not going to do it, then please make something original. Make something new. It could be associated. The new character could be based out of Wakanda. And just give them something new. Give them a whole new story. You know how many superheroes come from New York? And they're all different and have a whole different background. Let's Wakanda forever it and just make new origin stories for some way or somehow somebody was chosen or developed or something, a new power to do good in the world. Or even a villain. Let's do that. Okay, but usurp, a legend, a traditional character, the one we've been waiting for decades and only got a little taste of it, son. All gone. You're not gonna, man. Let me just hold up. Let me find that. Stand by, yo. Let me see if I can find that image, because it's funny. There she is, yo. There she is. This is insane. Okay? This is who I gotta... and knowing this and having to go to watch this movie, knowing this is what this character was named after, yo, it's a weird thing in your head now. And knowing this character didn't even have to exist, it messes it. Well, for me, it messes me up. It just takes away the magic, especially when it has to do with Black Panther. And you're giving us a whole different. Come on, this is a Black Panther movie, yo. We don't need you. Straight up, we don't need you. We don't need you. Unnecessary. Unfreaking necessary. Have mercy. Could have done without that. Could have done without her. And from what I hear and what I've seen, like, their comics ain't even doing good. None of these agenda characters, their comics never do good. They say it does. They say they do. Remember when Kevin Feige was talking about Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel? It says it's the most popular and the highest selling comic in Marvel, and straight up lied. You see the numbers, you're like, the fuck, just to sell the movie. That movie wasn't even supposed to be included. But they just wanted to throw that because that's what, I'm sure Disney was like, yo, get some more ladies up in there, And they always say, he's even, didn't he say he wants more? He said he wants more female characters. He said that, like, to outweigh. I'm like, that shouldn't even matter. That shouldn't even be a thing to say. If you're fucking awesome, you're fucking awesome. Let us see it. Put it on the big screen. But don't turn this into agenda and turn off your core audience, yo. This is paying you, and look what's happening. Look how Disney Plus is struggling. Look how all your movies are struggling now. How could Spider-Man did good? Doctor Strange was supposed to be awesome, but you made it about someone else. And that's, do I have to get started on She-Hulk? Do I have to? Oh man. And this is no shade on the actors themselves, yo, because this has nothing to do with this ain't their fault. This ain't their fault. And when they do start talking shit, I know a lot of it can't be just them. I know a lot of these Hollywood people are just crazy and, far left loonies. But I'm sure that a lot of them have the same thoughts, but they're like, I gotta get my money, yo. I love acting. This is my passion. So I'm gonna do what I have to do. And the higher ups are telling them what to say a lot of the time. So I'm like, I don't focus on them. I focus on the people behind the scenes saying this shit, yo. Who's raising their hand saying, yo, you gotta do this? You can't tell, yo, for real. You can't tell me that this is what y'all wanted. Y'all are settling. You guys are settling with what's happening. You're settling with it. That's fine. You can settle with it. But is this what you wanted? Just let's be honest here, because I'm sticking with it. I'm not letting some change my mind later. No, I'm sticking with what I wanted since day one, to the announcements, to the first movie, to the announcement, to the sequel. You wanted more Black Panther movies, not a Shuri movie, not a Ironheart movie. You're glad for these side characters. You're like, oh, cool, they included that person. They included that person. Nice, that's a cool Easter egg. Yeah, you're happy for that. You're glad for that. Most of the time, you want some of that on top of the main character, right? You wanted T'Challa. You wanted Black Panther all the way through. You wanted to see what he did after the first movie. You want to see where he goes. You want to see how his mind, adjusted to the last words of Killmonger. Is he haunted by that? Is he like, maybe that's how did things go wrong after allowing the rest of the world access? The trailer did touch on that here, but it would have been sweeter if it was T'Challa with that struggle. If it would have been sweeter if he was if it was him going after Namor. Imagine that, son. Fuck out of here, yo. Just playing that in my head, just imagining T'Challa. Like, in my head, yeah, I'm imagining Chadwick, of course. But a new actor could have killed it, and now I have something new, but I also have that same character, that same feeling. Because that's why these people sign up. That's why these people, how many people are lined up who want to be T'Challa, who want to play that role, who was happy that Chadwick got the role, but was like, damn, I know I could do that, or I probably could do that shit better. I want the opportunity. I'm not saying that they're like waiting for the man to die or stuff like that, or happy's died, now I got a chance. No, but that now that there's that opening, and when they go into it, I would expect that they were like, I want to do him justice, yo. I want to do Chadwick justice. I want to bring this character to a place he would have done it or better, so he could be proud of me from up there. I would have loved to see that. But no, you could be everybody, you know, these companies and a lot of these brainwashed fans, these leftist fans, these message pushing fans are all about what they see and settling and make it seem like this is what they wanted, this is all right. You know, fuck the old dudes, the traditional characters, I bet you. And the fact that Black Panther's a male doesn't fucking help. So they'll don't be surprised when they use that against you, because they're like, oh, you just want a male authority, blah blah blah, running the whole country. You just don't want to see a woman run. His mother is killing it. Stop playing. Who's running shit when he's out of Wakanda? So let's stop. But you know, yeah. To what end? Black Panther. Oh man. But yeah. So I am not. Again, this movie doesn't move the needle. I'll see it when I see it. That's all I gotta say. Because at this point, like I said during my Ant-Man review, trailer reaction review, this is the end. It looks like this is the end, unless there's some change, yo. Like some sort of change, just like what's going on at DC and Warner Brothers right now. Unless there's a change like that, I don't see anything getting better. I don't see us getting what we got in the beginning of the Marvel Studios days. I don't see that coming, you know. So I guess we're gonna have to enjoy what we can, because I done this first time I ever like when this woke shit started happening. It was the first time I started skipping films like Shang-Chi and stuff like that. I didn't bother. I'm not bothering with the shit. Not unnecessary. Like yo. Because the trailer alone told you everything you needed to know. It told me everything I needed to know, because it would have been nice to have that character. Like, yeah, that seems like a cool movie. But when you see, when things don't pass that smell test, yo, when sometimes you try to just get away and try to see it for what you want it to be, and it just gets thrown in your face. Then you go on social media and you hear the actor say this, that, and the other. I'm like, now you just kept me from going to see it, because I was almost there. I saw the trailer. I saw where the story was going. I was like, oh, I'll go through it. I'll just, you know, bob and weed through the woke shit and get it. But you done fucked it up now. So now fuck it. I'll just choose my favorites, because I'm a guy that loves martial arts movies. So they almost got me with that one. I didn't bother. And it's sad to say. It is sad to say that, yo, because this is something we've all been waiting for. Nobody can disagree with that. I don't care where you stand. You could be one of those wokies watching this, or you could be where I am. We can all agree that this is not what we wanted to begin with. This is not. We all want to see these characters, especially the ones we asked for. Let's prioritize the ones we asked for first. Let's get some movies under certain characters' belt first, especially Black Panther. But I'm ranting now. So yeah, and just a reminder, yo, make sure you hit that like, okay? Because YouTube's fucking with me, because nerdism is not the only thing that I talk about. I do some truth bombs too. They don't like it, so it ain't gonna. The algorithms won't compute for me. So make sure you hit the like, comment, share, donate if you so choose to, and cheers. Make sure you check out the I'll put the link to my first Black Panther discussion, so you get more of a understanding of where I'm coming from. I didn't want to go too deep on that because I already did it, so check that out. Cheers.